Okay, we've got a couple of features that we'd just like to tune. The first is that we would like to restrict router 2 from being able to route anywhere on the internet. And the way that we're going to do that is by asking it to ignore the attached bit. Now, in ISIS, area border routers, that's part of their area function rather than their level 2 function, but they coincide. The area border routers set an attached bit in their advertisements, and then the other routers inside the area see the attached bit set and know that that router is attached to a level 2, and they generate their own independent route. Slightly different to OSPF, where the area border routers set the route and push it into the area. So by asking router 2 to ignore the attached bit, it will prevent it from routing data further because it won't generate that default route. And the second thing we'd like to do is we would like one path for the IP version 6 to prefer, and the IP version 4 to prefer another path. And key to this is understanding that ISIS normally shares the topology between IP version 4 and IP version 6. So the databases are effectively combined and there's one single topology. This can lead to black holing if one of the links doesn't have IP version 6 enabled, because it would be routed down it if that's what the topology indicates. So before we can start to separate version 4, version 6, we really need to make sure that we have ISIS topologies IP version 6 unicast enabled, and what that will do is that will set up two separate topologies, one for the version 4, one for the version 6. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use good old cost, good old metric on these interfaces on router 2 and heading down across these links to push the traffic where we want it to go. So on here you can see on 452, we're going to make it rather expensive for the IP version 4 traffic, which will then avoid it and go down onto the lower link. And then on the lower link, we're going to make the IP version 6 rather expensive, so the high metric, and that will push the IP version 6 traffic up to the top. And we'll need to do that through the network.